Hey everybody, this is Lewis, Charming Man 93, and this is an advertisement, because Lord knows, imitation is the greatest form of flattery. So why don't you come and donate to my Patreon? I need that dough. I want to make this a full-time job, and with your help, I can make it to the YouTube top dollar. I would also like you to come and join my Discord server, and you get to see all my videos first before everybody else. And don't forget to comment, share, and smash that fucking like button.
Well, hello everybody, it's Charming Man 93 here, it's your boy. And well, today we're going to have a look at the YouTube creator blog post about content and making money from advertising on YouTube. Now, this was released only this month, 6 days ago, so it's still fresh. And to be honest, I've not seen many people from our neck of the woods on YouTube, aside from one named Matt, who have actually made videos on this, because I think this is important, because a lot of us have monetized our channels, and I think it's important that we go through this, we make videos about this to see what everybody's opinions is, to inform more people, more YouTubers, about what YouTube's trying to address. Now, I watched Mundane Matt's video, and he said that things are beginning to pick up again after the Adpocalypse's initial release, when they first started panicking YouTube over advertisers essentially withdrawing advertising money from the site. Apparently it's getting a little bit better now, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So let's just go through this. So in March, we provided an update to changes we're making to address advertiser concerns around whether their advertisements are placed. Since then, we've held thousands of productive conversations with advertisers and implemented additional controls to restore advertiser confidence. As a result, many advertisers have resumed their media campaigns on YouTube, leading creator revenue to return to a better, more stable state. Yeah, it's not what it used to be. Probably won't be for a little while, especially with these new guidelines. Now, forgive me if you hear me sniffling a lot. It's my allergies, and I've still got a bit of hay fever, so forgive me. As a result, as we know that revenue fluctuations have been unsettling, and want to reassure you that we're working closely with our advertising partners to make sure that YouTube continues to be a great place for creators to earn money. Well, I hope so, but you haven't actually made it a very good place very recently. And in fact, let's be honest, a lot of these things that they now use, the whole demonetization thing, has been happening for months, well before the adpocalypse. So they've already not really been making YouTube a great place for advertisers. Now, if for example VidMe, or hell, even another company made, because remember, we use AdSense for income. Now, people are saying that there needs to be more of a response to YouTube from other websites, so like VidMe, or for example Minds.com, but really I think what would make YouTube and Google more scared about losing their potential base of users is, in my opinion, a answer to AdSense. If there are other programs out there that can essentially compete with AdSense and get a hell of a lot of people using it, I think that would actually maybe change YouTube's stance, and maybe advertisers. I don't know. If somebody can come up with an amazing alternative, I think we might be getting there somewhere. I don't know. But let's continue. That's probably another video. We recognise there's still more work to do. We know we have to improve our communications to our creators. Yeah, how many times have they said that and they never do? It's impossible unless you're very, very big to communicate with you guys. Usually all we ever have are bots, or bots that are slightly intelligent to communicate with, not a natural person. I mean, isn't it strange that YouTube don't have a dedicated team of people like, say, Virgin Media? Virgin Media, massive company. I know they're using phones, and they have places all over the world where you can essentially call up and you will be able to get through after 5, 10, 15 minutes, maybe half an hour. Why can't YouTube do that? They've got Google money. Google has offices all over the world. YouTube does. I'm pretty sure I have offices all over the world. There's one in my country, in London. And I'm pretty sure there's one in France, Germany, Denmark, Canada. Why can't we essentially have call centres, or at least internet-based ones, where we just email somebody and you get, or maybe you get into a queue and you have a live chat with somebody? I don't know. But anyway, let's just continue. We also need to meet our commitment to our advertisers by ensuring their ads only appear against the content they think is suitable for their brands. Well, I'm sorry, but why? Why should they have that? Why should you have to kowtow to them? It's their fault if they want to miss out on millions of people watching their content because they don't like a particular YouTuber or a particular YouTube channel. But whatever. And here's the update. So let's go see the update. One thing you've been clear about is your desire for more detail and clarity around our advertiser guidelines. In response to this feedback, we've updated our overall guidelines to provide more detail than ever before. While it's not possible for us to cover every video scenario, we hope the additional information provides you with more insight into the types of content that brands have told us that they don't want to advertise against and help you to make more informed content decisions. We know our systems aren't perfect, and we're also looking to further improve your ability to appeal impacted videos. Well, you know, we all know what these things are. We all know what these brands don't want to advertise to, even though they do it on TV on a regular basis. But let's just continue. We've heard loud and clear from the creator community, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's get at this. So, the first things are hateful content. So already we have something that's pretty much open to interpretation, but let's just read what they have to say about this. Content that promotes discrimination or disparages or humiliates an individual or group of people on the basis of the individual's or group's race, ethnicity or ethnic origin, nationality, religion, disability, age, veteran status, sexual orientation, gender identity, or other characteristics associated with systematic discrimination or marginalisation. So essentially what you'll see in European countries, definitions of hate crimes or hateful content. And I mean, this could be anything. This could be jokes. This could be actual spreading of hate. This could be making videos on ideas. We already know that they're more likely to post adverts on a video that is more discriminatory against white people or men than women or people of colour. So yeah, again, it's all open to interpretation. These advertisers frequently will post their adverts on CNN or ITV News or Channel 4 News or MSNBC, hell, even Fox News, anything like that. These news corporations can be considered to have created content that is hateful. And then let's go to inappropriate use of family entertainment characters. So I assume they mean things like Disney characters. So, you know, those Spider-Man versus, or whatever it is, you know, Spider-Man and Elsa videos. Content that depicts family entertainment characters engaged in violent, sexual, vile, or otherwise inappropriate behaviour, even if done for comedic or satirical purposes. So you can't even make a joke. You can't use these characters, you can't use a satirical version of these characters in order to make money. Now, what if you were to change them slightly? Would that be okay? They don't really tell us how it's inappropriate other than engaging in violent, sexual, or vile or inappropriate hate behaviour, whatever that is, even if it's a joke. But maybe that will help stop the toy cancer that's spreading, or the toy channels. But again, it's all open to interpretation, and this is really just kowtowing to that stupid copyright law. But let's continue. Incendiary and demeaning content. Content that is gratuitously incendiary, inflammatory, or demeaning. For example, video content that uses gratuitously disrespectful language that shames or insults an individual or group. So basically, I can't swear at a person, I can't call them a bitch, a bastard, a cunt. But YouTube have always tried to crack down on bad language. I remember there was, I think it was during 2010 to 2011, maybe 2012, you had to actually beep words out because YouTube wouldn't like that you would get, something would happen. I can't remember exactly what it was, but if you ever see a trend during 2010 to 11 mostly, where people are beeping out language, even on channels where usually they don't, and then it stops all of a sudden, that's the reason. But this is ridiculous. We see countless times on TV, we see countless times on Netflix and other things like that, advertisements are being played on M-rated 18 plus content. We see that all the time. We see them doing that. Sopranos would have ad breaks. Boardwalk Empire would have ad breaks. So why is it that I can't swear at somebody or a group? And besides, if it's disrespectful to, say, a religious group because I criticise their religion, they can find that disrespectful. That would make me eligible for essentially being a incendiary and demeaning person. So I won't get money from criticising a religion or a group. So feminism is a group. Feminists are a group. I could be critical and say that they're a bunch of misandrists, or most of them are. They could find that disrespectful. YouTube can see that and demonetize my channel. This is something that, to me, specifically is pointing towards the response video format. But YouTube have always had something against that since they started to remove the response button. They don't like that content, but they'll never stop it because people will do what they are going to do. And then let's see what they have to say. While it remains the case that videos that comply with our terms of service and community guidelines can remain on the platform, our advertiser-friendly content guidelines focus on what is specifically eligible for advertising. Content that does not comply with AdSense policies and our ad-friendly guidelines will not be eligible for advertising. Well, it seems to me like it's whatever the advertisers tell you it is, that's what it's going to be, right, YouTube? Or whatever aligns with what you want YouTube to be in the foreseeable future, which seems to be this sanitized, corporate-friendly environment where nobody's nasty to each other, nobody says mean words, and we get to watch late-night TV show clips on a daily basis and your cat videos. You know, the whole U is removed. You might as well just call it corporate tube or C-tube, because it's no longer about somebody with a webcam or a shitty mic making great content anymore, is it? Or hard-thinking, hard-cutting content. So you can't even be a Bill Maher who gets adverts on his fucking show, his live show, where he can say nigger and advertisers aren't going to pull out. And besides, these are the types of people that bring audiences in. People like having these personalities that are edgy, or these personalities that are fun, or just completely utterly crazy that you can't help but watch. That would bring in money, that would bring in people. And you can see that on TV all the time. You can see that on other internet service websites, or on, say for example, BBC, not BBC iPlayer, that wouldn't be a good example, ITV's iPlayer, or CNN service, or what have you. But apparently not. It's just completely hypocritical. I hate this. And then they say, keep in mind that even if your videos are brief for ads, what's right for one brand might not be right for another. Our own cleaning brand and the beer brand will likely choose to target very different audiences. Yes, I know. We know that they're happy to go and target whatever audience they want, but AdSense, I don't control AdSense. I don't know what's going to appear on my videos. I don't know who's making the decision, but whatever. Apparently, they seem to be suggesting that they're giving advertisers more control over what appears in AdSense, but anyway, they're now going to launch a creator academy to provide additional detail. Well, there you have it, people. So essentially, anything that is political, anything that is remotely critical of a group or a person that could be deemed as hateful, inappropriate, or incendiary, or demeaning, which is pretty much my whole channel. Hell, it's even pretty much the Young Turks, or Infowars, or Fox News, CNN, and MSNBC. That's not okay. Yet these channels will probably get away with it. But then again, David Pakman, he's being absolutely hounded by this. He makes sure that he doesn't swear, that he isn't bigoted in any way, and they're still fucking him over. But hey, you know, we'll have to see what happens in the future. Maybe all this will blow over. Maybe this is nothing more than to placate these corporations, and YouTube will probably, hopefully, in the future, once the issues die down, turn a blind eye, but can still point to this and say, look, what we've got these things in place, that's what you asked us to do, and business will continue as usual. Or, as I said before, there is an answer to AdSense, as well as an answer to YouTube, that will create competition, and that might force YouTube and advertisers to react in a certain way. Maybe give us a bit more freedom. I don't know. But until next time, I'll see you all later.